Hello everyone and welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey. In the last episode, we finished off the Wooded Kingdom's story moons by defeating Torque in the secret flower field. This episode will be cleaning up some of the extra moons around the Wooded Kingdom, including the terrifying part of the Wooded Kingdom, which I absolutely despise, which will be fun. Here in the secret flower field now, we can basically light all of these. We don't light flowers, we know what I mean. If we hit all these flowers with Cappy using the spinny move, we don't have to use the spinny move, but it looks cool. Then we, for doing them all, we managed to make the secret flower field come into full bloom, which gets us a moon entitled Make the Secret Flower Field Bloom. That wasn't deliberate, but it must have been in there somewhere, that name, because there's no chance I just said that. With that, let's head outside. And we want to head down the way here. So here, this area is now not under attack anymore, and we have a seed bot. So let's grab ourselves a giant seed, and we are going to... Oh, there's a coin coffer there. I should probably capture the coin coffer just for finance reasons. We don't actually need it for anything, but once you capture them, you get 30 coins for doing so. Oh, but you have to stay in them for it. Wonderful. And then obviously, usually, coin coffers... Coin coffers require you to spend more than that usually, but that one actually, there's no reason to do that with it. But what we want to do here is, there is a P-switch here. I wanted to connect our network of roads here. My efforts are haphazard. So we want to follow all of these up, crucially all while carrying the seed. Because there's a little secret at the top that we actually need the seed for. I can't believe I read haphazard as haphazard. Oh, what a fool I am. But yes, up here we have Glidon, and a number of places Glidon can get to, but if we're very careful with our platforming up here, we can throw the giant seed in there. I really thought I'd just throw it. Oh! I'm guessing this thing will not come with me if I warp either. Ugh. Nope. Right, I'll carry another bloody seed up there. I was already taking the piss about how I nearly threw it off the edge, and I threw myself off the edge with it. Gah. Right. Alright, let's try that again. So throw it there. Wonderful. That'll grow. While that's growing, which takes quite some time, I'm going to gather these purplums here. Not quite. There we go. God, it's still going. Yep. If you grab onto it as it's growing, it will take you straight up, because you just ride it up, but we are otherwise going to have to do it. Can I do this faster by, like, shaking the Joy-Cons? Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, look at that. That's weird. I don't feel great about that. But here we go to above the clouds. It makes me, like, talk weirdly, because I'm shaking these left and right while I'm doing it. There we go. Back to the controller, I think. And it's this music, which you might remember. So what we want to do is, when we get over to this bit here, so most of this is done in the uproot fashion, and basically keep your eye out for purplums, which there are a couple here, and prioritize getting purplums over regular coins. And, of course, there is a secret moon. The secret moon in this one is relatively easy to get. You just come up here and stretch right up there. Brilliant. And you can actually see our second one there above the clouds. Our second one is down there. It reminds me of that horrific level in Mario Land 3 above the clouds that was much less nice. The music was infuriating there, and then the level was infuriating, whereas this is nice there. With that, second moon from it there. Wonderful. Walking on clouds. And let's head back down to the observation deck. So there's two places we can go with Glidon. Actually, there's about 3 or 4, but there's a couple of useful ones. So here we basically want to go off to the east, which is apparently that way. Look at my notes. Oh, no, that is east. Yeah, that's right. So, you can glide to this one relatively easily. It's not like you have to do much actual gliding, because he goes pretty well horizontal unless you actually dive down. Right, I'm going to take a big glass of water. Ah, it got me in the eyeball. It did the splash thing. Ah, that seems to happen to me with so much regularity. You know, when you're drinking something and then you go, and it goes boink into the eye. It always does it to me. Always while I'm recording. I don't know how. Anyway, I'm now refreshed and ready to do Captain Toad's voice.
I'm not sure how I got here, but it's great! Oh, and I found a power moon. Would you like it? Yeah!
That wasn't so bad, at least. Hey, out there, Captain Toad.
It looks nice over there, too.
So note, there's, most of this around here, there's nothing really there. But if we look down there, you can see there is forest down there. Remember that. Let's head back up to the observation deck. And we want Glidon. Oh, Glidon is here. Wonderful. Right, this time we want to go basically somewhere over here-ish, I think would be the best way of doing it. We want to go to the... Yeah, we go. We want to go to the arena where we fought Spewart the Brutal, and that's quite easy to glide to from here. And specifically, I'm heading down here, where there is a little spot from which an uproot will appear. You can be pretty accurate, as you can see, with Glidon, because the uproot just makes it a little bit easier to walk along a precise platform like this. They're I find them to be a bit more sticky than Mario. You don't really need it, though. Just want to grab those mostly. Let's head to Iron Road halfway point. Can never remember which one of these is which, as I say, because of the bloody... Yeah, weirdly, that's the halfway point. Confusing. 3D. Hate it. Well, I don't hate it, but it can be frustrating. Now, at this point, there is a Scarecrow. And this one can be a bit tricksy, because it involves using these gymnast poles. Oh, and I fucked it. No, I fucked it. Well, I'm not going to make this, no chance. Yeah, just remember to give Mario enough time to swing to change direction, because that's the only way you can really actually change direction. Let's head to Station 8, which is there, and to the retro section we were at last episode. Now here at the end, what we want to do is, if we look over to the edge here, we'll see there is a little platform. And we actually want to follow this trail of platforms round, and you have these big moving crosses. I think you can get to these ones with Glidon. Oh, that was close. And there are potentially better ways round to it, but that one certainly works. Balls! I'm going to hell. Let's try that again. Alright, let's try this better this time and actually get on top of that. There we go. Oh! Idiot. There we go. Right, and then this time we can go through the tube, which will take us to a secret nut, which also has some money by it. From there, let's head back to the checkpoint at the forest charging station. Now here we have this Scarecrow, and this can be... Even just the normal version of this can be a pretty tricky one. When I say normal version, you'll see what I mean. So we want to backflip up there, then onto here, and that gets us the moon we're looking for. See this platform above us here? We now want to get onto that. Got a brief moment there. Oh, there we go. That's pretty tricky to do actually that quickly, I'll be honest. But up here is something secret. A painting to a future kingdom. This is the Luncheon Kingdom, Mount Volbono. Something smells scrumptious. Indeed it does, in the floating sky islands. You can see there's kind of salty temples there, there's some more stuff there. And there is a chicken with a chef's hat dreaming of meat. Well, we'll deal with that in about 20 episode time. But for now, hey, let's get our first moon in the Luncheon Kingdom, and then head back to the Wooded Kingdom. There's also another secret kingdom we've already seen, which we're actually coming up to soon, at least. But anyway, back in the Wooded Kingdom, we want to head down here and grab ourselves a Sherm. And what's the quickest way of doing this? That way, probably. We want to basically bring it back right towards the Odyssey. Ah, yes, it's just down there. And there is this boulder here right next to the Odyssey. Crack it open. And it contains a power moon. Wonderful. Right, now for the thing I've been putting off the entire time. Look at the map. Notice this question mark in the bottom right. Let's head up to the observation deck. Now, I've not really shown this off, but if we look on the map as well, you can see it gives you kind of some touristy stuff. This is the artwork I've actually been using for the visualizer. It tells you about the population, the locals, like all that kind of stuff. Birds not of a feather. But look at this bit. The Deepwood Secret. It doesn't appear on any tours, but there is an area untouched by the machines of the Steam Gardens. Here the trees grow thickly, barely allowing any light through. The Steam Gardeners do not speak of it, but rumour has it they discourage visiting this place because of the danger posed by the giant creatures that call it home. Bring a pith helmet if you're exploring here. If you don't know what a pith helmet is, that's what it is. What Mario's currently wearing. So, from here we want to head basically towards the kind of like southeast, down here where you can see there are woods. I first discovered this area completely by accident. I'm using Glidon, but you can also just fall off from these cliffs there, and I did that naturally and ended up here. And it scared the shit out of me, and still kind of does now. Welcome to the Deep Woods. Mario is constantly terrified here. There is no map of the Deep Woods, nor can you warp back anywhere from it. There's only one way out of the Deep Woods, which is to use a beanstalk. So I'm going to create a couple for emergency usage. Let's throw that there. Annoyingly for the Let's Player, there is also no map in the Deep Woods and no compass, so I just have to navigate a bit more difficultly. You'll also notice as well, when this stops growing, if you listen carefully and look at the screen, it's shaking, and you can see something moving around in the fog there. You can see why this scared me so much. It's everything I hate in a game, like giant enemy coming for you and sneaking around. It's very scary. Anyway, we want to head over here first. And what I'm about to show you may not be helpful if you're playing along with me, because this is actually is likely to be shuffled around on every playthrough. Here we want to take the left pipe. No, cool, it's not every playthrough, it's every... So this is different to my main one. Cool, right, so we want to go right first. You just got to figure this out by trial and error, it seems. Then you're given a choice of 3, so let's see which one it's going to be. Is it going to be left? This is different to when I practiced it. Fun. It's not left there. Cool. Let's try that again then. Cool. Right, then middle, and then we've got a choice of 5 here, so this is just going to be very time-consuming to work it out. Is it this one? Nope. Is it the far left? It is the far left. Wonderful. Right, middle, far left. Will be different for you, so helpful. Past the peculiar pipes. Wonderful. Yeah, the Deep Woods are just... This is, I think, kind of what I pictured the Buddha Kingdom being a bit more like, and it's creepy as fuck, and I hate it. Right, so we need to go now down this hill. There's a bouldery thing here, which we want to go left of. There's a coin coffer. Remember that for later. Get away from me. Oh, he's sniffing around, and if he sees you, you have a bit of a problem. Right, let's ignore him entirely. And look for what I'm looking for. There we go. This is a bizarre capture, and it's a capture because it's got a little green nub on it. Come on. This is a boulder. This is the only one in the game. All you can do is shimmy it along like that. That's it. That's an entire capture. And all it guards is 3 purplums. There we go. And if you like completely pointless captures, then boy are the Deep Woods the place for you. Because if we come up here, you have to bear with me, I might be a little bad at navigating here because there's no compass to go on, so all my directions are relative. Here's a tree! And that's the only one of those in the game. There's a lot of silly one-time captures in this place, but this gets us. Come on. There we go. That gets us a moon. So, we've got a couple more things to hoover up here. Purplums, the final few, basically, in the Steam Gardens. Oh, that was exactly time to roll. Why did I do that? So we've got 3 more to get, and I know where they are. They're down here as well. With that, so, obviously, the rumbling is caused by this T-Rex going around. Oh, you'll notice he's wearing a hat, which means we can't just capture him right away. We have to stun him first, and that is possible too. We haven't just quite got the means for it at the moment. I just tend to avoid him entirely. It just makes everything a lot easier for a lot of people. He moves in a circle around this central stump, so you can avoid him quite well. Yeah, the first time I came down here, I was like, what the fuck is this? What's making that shaking noise? And then I just heard, turned around, and there's a fucking T-Rex behind me screaming, and it starts chasing me. This whole place just really put me on edge, and still kind of does. I'll be honest. And this is definitely like, if the T-Rexes didn't already make you think King Red Eye, this definitely should. So, we've got the final few purplums in the kingdom, are up here, and with that, 1, 2, 3, we are done. Wonderful. So, and now I want to follow up the river. I've deliberately designed my route through this to kind of have a lot of obvious landmarks, because navigating is such a bugger down here in the deep woods. So let's hit the scarecrow. And that makes a moon appear somewhere. I can tell you for a fact it's up there. Head over that hill, past that kind of seed dispensing robot, and up here, and you will get to it in time. Oh, just about. Now, I need to get up to the top of this bit here. So this kind of waterfall does have something behind it, which we'll be back for later, but I actually want to go downstream a bit. And there is a steam gardener here, which will dispense a seed. And we want to plant that in here. Any of these will give you a nice route back to the surface. And what we want to do is grab now a second one and head ready to plant it down here. So if we head this way, is it? Yeah, so it's just... Wait, what? I've confused myself. Ooh, money. Wait. Well, let's grab the money, and then let's continue finding where I was. We're going to need that money in a second. We're about to do something very expensive. There we go. So here's the pot that we want. The T-Rex is far away, which is good, so let's grow that. And then we need to grab ourselves another seed and attempt something silly. Because it is entirely possible to capture that T-Rex. You just have to stun him first. And that's what these seeds are useful for. So let's grab ourselves a seed. And then we want to get ready to attempt to capture this fellow. Unfortunately, because it's so fucking hard to see down here, it can be a real bastard. Where is he at? Oh, God, it's so creepy, him coming out of the fog like that. There's some Jurassic Park shit right here. Alright, we need to ambush him. Oh god, when he stops and sniffs, it's awful. Oh no, he's seen me! There we go, knock him out. Knock his fedora off, and we can capture him. Brilliant. So, there's a few things we can actually do with the TX. Number one is capture him there, and break those blocks. Nope. Alright, let's move him out of the way then. No! Ooh. He's not going to be happy. Let's quickly get this. Go on. How about you? Have I touched him? Oh, I'm like a ninja. Right, where's my seed gone? I think the seed I used to stun him is gone. Cool, let's grab another seed and stun him again, because that's actually another thing we can do with him. Right, I'm deliberately going against the flow of where he emerges here, because I'm going to run straight into him. But I know what I'm doing. I didn't know you could fight him with the nut when I was first in here, so I just assumed this was a giant uncapturable T-Rex. And that added to the kind of scares the shit out of me thing. It's certainly, as it's a common thing with games, once you know you can fight the thing, suddenly it becomes far less scary. But what we want to do is, up here, if we follow kind of the river up, right at the top here, there is another block, which if we break it and then leave him there, we get ourselves another moon. Brilliant. Now, we want to leave him stunned up there, he's someone else's problem now, and actually come down to where he was patrolling. In the middle here is this stump, and you will notice that we approach it from this angle. I don't know what direction this is, because as I say, the deep woods is directionless. But in here, we have 3 chests. It's pointing at the middle one. We start by hitting the middle one. It says 1. Then we go left, and then right. That is always the same, that doesn't differ between files at all anyway. So, let's grab that moon, and head back outside. Few more to polish up in the deep woods now. Now, he's stomping around back out here. Is he nearby? Oh, he is nearby. Wonderful. Alright, I think it's to the left here. Oh. I do want to avoid grabbing his attention here. Just because it makes what I'm about to do much more annoying. There we go. And we actually have a rolling rock here. I believe there's only one down here, and this is the one that's rolling, so we just need to boot this around. I'm going to boot it deliberately in the direction the T-Rex is going. Don't kick it off the edge of the cliff, that's annoying. And of course these take forever to break, and of course they take forever to break when there's a potentially angry dinosaur around. Break it. Come on. There we go. And that gets us another moon. Right, one more thing to do down here, and this one can be really annoying for 2 main reasons. Number one is, as I mentioned this earlier, it's very expensive. Don't attempt this until you've got about 500 or 600 coins minimum. Secondly, it appears to be very time consuming. It's not if you know what you're doing, but many people don't. So from here, we basically want to go straight on here, past this seed bot, and on this little hill, we will find a coin coffer. Let's bring him back over to that lake with the scarecrow, and you'll see to the right here is this tree. If you shoot coins at it, it will glow, and it will grow. It will do both. Legitimately, you need to feed this thing about 500 coins. Hammering Y, you'll be here for a while. Switch the old Joy-Cons, position yourself right inside it, and shake the Joy-Con to scatter coins. If you actually go inside it, most of these will appear straight in it, so I'm just shaking constantly, and it's just a much faster way of doing this. So, have had speeder on, please, Doctor. There we go, that sounds like it's done. One of the other things I really hated about the Deep Woods is, yeah, the first time I did that, the T-Rex was on me. So I had to keep, like, running away to, like, lose the attention of the T-Rex, throw a few coins into it, and I just repeated that for, like, 20 minutes. But there we go, we basically turned literally 500 coins into... No, it was more than that, I was on nearly 1,800, that's 700 or something. There's a lot of coins go into that treasure. Finally, we got this guy here. I am providing security for this vault. I was told only to permit explorers inside. Excellent, you are cleared for exploration duty. Enjoy the mysterious unknown. And with that, we can enter in here. So that's the outfit kind of moon for this world, of which there is usually one in basically every world. It's annoying if you come down here and didn't have the explorer's outfit on, but of course I've had it on the whole time. So with that, we are done in the Deep Woods, and we're basically done in the Wooded Kingdom. We've only got one more to do. So any of these will lead you out successfully, and they will actually lift you out, because you can't teleport out of the Deep Woods, because fuck you. So from here, we're actually right next to where we need to go, which is very handy. If we come over here, there's one more nut to get, and I think this one only appears after World Peace, which is why I couldn't get it earlier. But it does, it requires that Fibro, and requires me to do that annoying jump I was trying to do with the Fibro a couple of episodes ago, and failing, so this should be fun for me. There we go, right, I've done one of them. I don't know what makes the Fibro sometimes jump higher. It's weird. But what I want to do is come this way, and you'll notice there's a platform above my head there. I need to jump up to that, and it's really tricksy, so you're going to go jump out, and then, you'll leave your host at the right time. I've killed my host, damn it. That's a terrible parasite. There we go. You've got to leave your host at the right time and you'll grab onto that platform and grab this nut. Wonderful. With that, we've actually got every moon I want to get in here. Let's just head back to Crazy Cap and purchase all the remaining purplum things. So we've got a model of a steam gardener, a little bouquet, a sticker from the Steam Gardens, a scientist's lab coat, and a scientist's visor. I think the scientist's lab coat is actually just the Dr. Mario outfit, and this is something from like a Virtual Boy, I think, or something weird like that. Hello, Postcat. The cat at my feet. There's been a cat at my feet for about the last hour or so, but he's just slowly moving up. Hey, look at that! Also, we get crazy Einstein hair when we have this outfit on that's quite cool. And with that, we are about ready to go. Oh! Thought I grabbed that. So, we can now move on to the next kingdom. Let's start by juicing up the Odyssey. This is going to be deeply satisfying as well. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That is deeply enjoyable. And then it goes... It fills up and then goes thump. Oh, look at that. 178. Wonderful. The Odyssey has been powered up. And on that note, I think we shall end it there. So, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for... We have enough power to make it to the Metro Kingdom, which is definitely not LA. Confusingly, it looks like New York, but it's definitely that's. I mean, you can see fucking Baja there, so this is definitely supposed to be California. But yes, we have enough power moon to make our way over to the Metro Kingdom. I hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.